Can I speak?
Go on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So you said Arteta didn't have to gut the team.
I didn't say he. Well, you know what? He didn't have to. Yeah.
Okay. So what should he have done when he came in? Were you happy with that team?
No, I mean, no. What Arteta's done, he's rebuilt the club. So here's why I give him credit. He's rebuilt the club, and I give him credit for building a team that suits his personality and suits his ethos. I give him credit. Now, when you're rebuilding is different to adding. So I understand that part. Yeah. However, he's now had 5 years going on 6 years. Yeah, so he gets to the point where you're rebuilding, you're incrementally improving every season. We've spoken about that. Now, it now becomes apparent, all right, cool. You need a striker because for every style of play that we're seeing you fashion, we just need that striker maybe to just take us to that elite level, something that will finish up them chances. That one is not even you don't even have to be like an expert. You don't need like a coaching a badge, a FA level.
Just proficient.
Just to see that. So I'm like, okay, so I've noticed this a little while back. You bought, instead of getting Isak, because the P was too much, we went for Gabriel Jesus.
No one complained at the time, though.
Yeah, no one complained, and Gabriel Jesus came in and was doing a damn thing. Yeah, but then he got injured after the World Cup. I said, I'm not sure about him. Let's move him on, or let's get another striker. I said it straight away. Now I'm just watching either at the stadium or on my TV. You're training with him. You didn't do it, yeah? All right, cool. So you got me Declan Rice, all the rest of that. And by the way, you bottled the league too. Yeah. And when we bottled the league, in that 2022-2023 season, you see how Joey's feeling right now? A freaking Liverpool jacket, varsity jacket, where you
destroy his jacket.
Grills, shades on. That's how I was feeling once upon a time. Just a couple seasons ago. And guess what we done? We bottled it. We not only did we bottle it.
First time I've heard him say bottle it.
Not only did we bottle it, we ended up finishing 5 points behind Manchester City, yeah? And guess what we done, Della? We extended Mikel Arteta.
Okay, but answer my question.
That's what we done.
Answer my question.
That's how we reward. That's what we done.
Okay, can you answer the question, please? I keep on asking you the same question, but you just go there.
Sorry, man.
What should he have done when he came into the squad? He shouldn't have gutted the team.
So, but what? See, this is another tactic that you have to beat FC people do. I've been talking so much that you want me to talk about that again?
No, because you're not answering the simple question I'm asking you. You're saying
I've already conceded that he needed to gut the team for himself. Yeah. But if you're doing objectively, what do you mean he have
to do it for himself?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I make him right for that.
Well, he have to gut the team for himself.
Yeah, because we believe that he can't handle certain personalities. So that's why he did it for himself.
So what ego was there that he couldn't handle? Maybe Aubameyang.
So
were you happy with was Mustafi still there?
Listen,
Della. So he had to gut the team.
No, but that's not the attitude that he's talking about. That's not the hard to manage.
We're talking about.
We're talking about like, specifically Ozil and
Aubameyang, just big personalities. People that he's being
larger than the club to a certain extent.
Okay.
But look, hear what I'm trying to say to you, Della. I've not got an issue with the fact he's rebuilt the club to suit himself and he's built a good team, a great team. My issue is, Della, because remember how I even started this, yeah? I started talking about Samir Nasri. I started talking about Percy. I started talking about Cesc Fabregas. So I'm not talking just about, I'm not an Arteta supporter. I'm an Arsenal Football Club supporter.
Okay.
So my pain goes across many, many years. Now, what's happened here is Arteta's come through, whatnot, and almost he's doing like what Wenger's done kind of thing. I don't know if he's protecting the border, or I don't know if he's if he's to blame. I don't know him. But what I have, because he's the face that I can see, and it's his tactics I can see. It's him that started Mourinho the other day. It's him that's not bought strikers, whatnot. It's him that wants to buy bare different defenders. Okay, I get the other pressures, but Mikel Arteta's also culpable. Mikel Arteta's also had a lead and spotted it.
Okay, I know. I agree with you on all these things. I'm just talking about the whole squad building.
Right.
Because when he came into the squad, I think Arsenal's attack was a lot better than the defence, right? You had Lacazette, Pepe, and Aubameyang. So he wasn't going to buy a striker at that time. He was going to sort out the defence. That's what the defence needed. I can't remember who was left back. Was it Liechtenstein at right back, Bellerin at right back?
No, I hear you.
He started with the defence.
I hear you. So
then you go up. And unfortunately, in this window when he wanted to buy a striker, I think
Calafiori is available.
What are you talking about?
No, when he wanted to buy a striker, Calafiori.
No.
Remember at the time as well, Della? Remember
Oh, yeah,
when
yeah.
we got rid of Aubameyang? Remember I said I reckon we probably should have held on to him for just a little bit
because of
longer.
what
Remember I
happened-
said that even back then. But
Yeah.
I know what happened.
Okay.
So it's like I'm consistent in what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when I say he didn't need to totally gut it out,
But
you know what I mean?
He
I'm
had to get rid of Aubameyang at that instant.
I
That's
understand.
agreed.
He didn't have to.
Bruv, okay.
He had to look after his mummy.
But
So,
Aubameyang
yeah.
was thinking it up as well.
And let me
At that time.
land it. So that's what he had to do the defense. And then people said he signed Calafiori, was it 40 million or whatever?
Yeah.
But Arsenal needed a left back. And for Arsenal to get to where they need to get to,
Do you think we need? Do you think we need
No,
left back
no,
more
no,
than
they
him?
needed a left back.
let me
Yeah.
Do you think they need a left back?
let me finish.
And they had Kiwior as well.
No, listen.
Kiwior,
And MLS that was
No,
obviously
but let's not even count MLS because no one knew MLS was going to be this.
no, but
No,
yeah,
but
but
you
it's
know
not
what?
that-
No one knew he was going to be
no,
this.
no.
Cover though.
But
He's
it's
No,
not-
not-
but let's
if you
let's
were-
not do
if
that.
you-
No
if
one
you-
knew he was going to be this.
I'll be honest with you, Della. I swear, you see Miles Lewis Skelly. He's
I
been one
rate
of the
him too. I rate him.
and he's been one of the most spoken about.
But
Academy
I know, but
yeah.
I rate it. But at the same time, no one knew he was going to
Agree.
be this.
Agree.
I
But-
get
but-
you.
Therefore,
But
I-
Arteta should have known. No,
no.
No.
Picking them up.
No,
Listen,
I agree with you.
That is
I agree.
I agree with
absolute
Della.
garbage. You know why?
I agree with Della.
I can believe in you.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean you're going to deliver on the pitch when I give it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
He's 17, turned 18.
No,
No, but
I hear
I guess the point is that at what point should it have been critical for Arteta to consider a striker the most
No,
important
but
signing?
look, I'm getting there. No, I'm
because
getting
I
there.
think that should
No.
happen a while ago.
No. And as I said, I've got there. Arsenal's defense was a lot worse than their attack. Hence why he started off with the defense first. Now he's got all the defenders. Cool. You're now in a season where you can go and get a striker. Maybe he went for Sesko. You couldn't get Sesko. Cool. But I do agree that if you couldn't get Sesko, there's other people out there that you can go and get.
Yeah.
But at what price range? So the likes of Calafiori comes
That's
in.
interesting.
The Calafiori, 40 million? And then you got Marino, 30 million. So maybe combined, you could have got a striker. But you would agree that Arsenal needed a midfielder as well, right?
Della, do you not think a striker was more important than Declan Rice at the time?
No.
You don't think that?
No, because Arsenal's midfield at the time, who was it?
Yeah, but who was
Thomas
Arsenal's
Partey was
attack?
constantly injured all the
Who was
time.
Arsenal's attack at the time?
Jesus, Martinelli, Saka, and Chelsea. So what I'm trying to say, they were getting there, but you can't say go and spend 100 million on a striker.
Yeah.
Arsenal could have done that. So, okay, if you didn't sign Calafiori, you didn't sign Marino, go and
Why
get a
do you keep
striker.
saying that 100 million?
No,
on a striker?
I'm just trying to say because I
So
think
spend 100
it's around that range.
Yeah.
Yeah. To go and get an elite striker, maybe Hoyland was 70.
Elite striker, that's not really a thing in
Yeah,
here
that's
anymore.
not-
I'll be honest.
No.
Like, just like ensure that your scouting is up to point to
I
get a
agree.
player that fits your profile.
No, I
You
agree. I agree.
can probably get. How much was Alvarez from?
I think it was like 60 million, I think.
Yeah,
It might have been less than that. It was less than Hoyland.
We talk about
Between
Alvarez
40 and
for
65.
City.
Yeah.
No,
so-
and I agree.
for Haaland,
Hence why I said, okay, if your target was Sesko, you didn't get Sesko, but scouts, do your job, please. And scout, fine. But when people say, okay, they signed Calafiori, but these were signings that needed to be done.
But
Where Terry is poor is because I think benefit the doubt. Three windows ago, like Arsenal know they need a striker.
But I just gave you. But
what I'm saying is, if you've got a budget or you've got an amount you're working with, I think within 2 windows you would be able to identify at least someone that is.
Yeah.
If it's not your first £100 million striker, your second or your third choice, because that's what I think. That's what the best clubs do, right?
But I agree with what you're saying, but they signed a striker in Jesus. He
Della.
does not materials.
No, but
Jesus-
but I just told you, Arsenal are not Man City.
Della.
They can't just go out and just buy. So you've got to build, right?
Jesus is not the striker profile that they should be saying. Sorry, hang on.
That's what they started off with.
Yeah, I know, but exactly. So that's what
Yeah.
when you sign Jesus, you be saying we need somebody else.
To
Yeah,
add on to
exactly.
That's it.
No, and
even forget about his
I'm not
Arsenal
disputing that.
form.
I'm not
Even
disputing
like
that.
his whole Premier League form, you have to say
But
we
Joe,
need
I'm
somebody
not
else.
disputing that.
Okay.
I'm saying at the same time, they still needed all those other players they brought in.
Sorry, Della,
Yeah.
let me ask you, because you're saying that we still needed all these players. I mean, mind you, after our transfer, after last season, I so thought Arsenal was going to win the league. Like, I was offering bets to everybody. If I knew Man City fans, like, they maybe would have taken my money back. Because I didn't know Man City fans like that, other than like recent reverts, like freaking Don Peps, a fake fan. Yeah.
Oh, don't you?
Yeah, imagine. But everyone else, I was making bets. I thought Arsenal was going to win everything, right? And we finished second, right? But literally, that season, so I say all that to say that with the business that we did, I'm a fan because I know Della might try and jump down my neck to confront me about that pause. But I'm going to ask this question: did we need to? And mind you, remember, I'm heading up the Havertz hive at the moment. I've been, did we need to sign Havertz?
70 million?
I don't think you needed to. But at the same time...
But remember, I'm saying we need a striker.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But at the same time...
Because remember, you've been saying that we needed to make all the signings that we made. And
a midfielder was needed.
And is he saying he signed Havertz because he could play more than one position as well?
No, a midfielder was needed because Xhaka was gone at the time.
But he's still trying to replace Xhaka to this day.
Was Havertz the same window?
No, I agree with you, but he needed a midfielder, right?
No, Declan Rice and Havertz was the same
Havertz was a bad choice of a midfielder.
No, they couldn't.
But he needed to get a midfielder, right? Before an attacker, right?
In my opinion, he needed it. Remember that. No, but maybe this is where we used to butt heads because I've always said we needed an attacker. We need a striker. That's what I've said.
No, so I
do appreciate we needed a midfielder as well, but we can just do both. We've got Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Then why am I getting Havertz?
Yeah.
Because I think you had a midfield of...
Yeah, but that's not as important though, man.
So Havertz was a good buy because of his availability and because of how Thomas Partey was pretty much non-existent last season.
Yeah, so that's why you needed the two midfielders.
Yeah, but I'm so I can understand it. But when you look at it, the Havertz buy, as good as it was, and even though he started kicking into form and scoring, where it wasn't enough to take us to that next level.
I agree with you, Strive, but hence why I'm saying Arsenal, not a Man City. If that was Man City,
that's what I'm saying.
No, but it's not the manager's fault. I guarantee you, the manager would have wanted a striker this summer and in this January as well.
You know why? Because now, after he's done all of his experiments, because he wanted Havertz, that was his.
Of course, he wanted him.
So in my opinion, so that's why I hold him culpable because. Get striker. And the thing is with him as well, is like when he wants a particular guy, it's like he can't get his mind off of that particular person.
I don't think that's a bad thing though.
That might not be a bad thing, but then when you look at it now, Joey and Della, you look at it now, and bro, I'm looking at Aston Villa, yeah? This had Asensio or whatever his name,
I don't know how to do
whatnot. West Ham that just beat us. They're bringing on a striker that they brought in on loan.
No, but Ferguson. I guarantee you, if...
Bro, I'm not. It's not that I want these players, but what I'm trying to say is, when you can't get your first choice, when you can't get someone, you need bodies, bro.
Yeah.